That way there ain't gonna be no fucking. There ain't no BAM. Excuse me. Figure we could just try this out a little bit. Damn. It's been a while since I've played this. For anybody, really. There it is. Damn it. Alright. I suck at this. God damn. Oh my motherfucking god. Has he got a boom box on his backpack? I've never really paid attention. Stop grinding. And there he. Damn. What? Mm. Motherfucker. Oh shit. These were the days, though, back then. Given Tony Hawk's Underground, when you could actually get off the damn board. Why couldn't they have done that for these games back then, where you could get off the board? Oh fuck! That would have hurt. It's like trying to learn how to skate all over again. Shit. Did I just wall ride? God damn it, Chad. my brother, who knew his dad, I think there were some certain things that came from him. Final Fantasy VII the other night was one of them. This, I believe, too, came from them. Nobody else? Motherfucker. That was clean. It was clean. Clean. Let me go back. Clean. There it is. That sounds like it hurts. Shit, I couldn't reach. So I guess Bam didn't come into the series until later on. I thought Bam had always been there. God damn it. Can you not manual in this? I guess not. Motherfucker. Damn. Damn. But yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Tony Hawk's Underground were my main skating games when I used to skate when I was younger. But I was one of those kids where the only thing that I could do was ollie, but I could never grind. I could manual, not for very long. But I never got to go to the skate park much. I mean, mom took us, but I guess I didn't, I just skated to, I wasn't skating for fame, I was skating to think. And I had often thought about trying to skate again with my kids if they would have an interest in that. And I think they would, cause then each and every single one of them would want a skateboard, and I'd be happy. Japan Air, unsuccessful. Yeah, but it isn't until the future games too that you can like wall plant off the wall. But you gotta have a good skateboard, not no fucking skateboard from Walmart. I'll be the first to tell you that. Like you gotta for real go to an actual fucking fuck. Damn. Dude, if I could get Randall a fucking element skateboard in the style of Bam, that'd be fucking awesome. And Randalita would be all about choosing the crazy artwork that they have for certain boards. My youngest, who's still a baby though. Oh shit. When I tried to take skating seriously though, it was mainly because of Tony Hawk's Underground, and that was because to me, Tony Hawk's Underground was the shit. Like, I mean, people were hyped. I don't care who says what. It was all mainly because you could get off the damn board, and then Tony Hawk's Underground 2 went a little bit further with the fact that you can do graffiti, but it was also the fact that you had like it was essentially Jackass but skateboarding. Ooh, tanks! Look at them tanks! Damn! See, this is what gaming was back in the day. It was just you couldn't wait to get off school in elementary school. You come home to this. Thunk. God, why are you grinding to the wall? Oh, you son of a bitch. And plus, that was the other thing too, is whenever I was on the board, I was always doing it this way, where I was facing to the right. I could never do it this way. Or no, I said that ass backwards. I would face this way, but I could never face this way. No, I'd have to ride a board again to see. I do remember earliest years though, when it comes to BAM. Uh, it was Viva la BAM. And when they had that red box shit, which now looking back on it was fucking. I would get, gotta wait in the mail. I'm glad Redbox ain't a thing no more though, 'cause that was just a hassle to wait for whatever the fuck. It was good for a while at the time, but I think Netflix finally took over. And net, whoever came up with Netflix, it must be a rich motherfucker, because I can't think of anything that can top it. Yeah, but now that I'm out in the middle of fucking nowhere, unless I went back to my hometown, which is like a half an hour to 45-minute drive. Um, there ain't nowhere around here to skate unless I was to skate at the parking lot at work, which then my boss would come out and be like, "What the fuck were you doing?" Put some overtime in. I had to move these boxes quickly somehow. Like, yeah. If I could ever figure out how to work the PlayStation emulator, though, I would totally be fucking doing Tony Hawk's Underground right now. I would do the whole fucking game just to relive that. I don't understand how. I don't know. I don't look, guys. I don't have a PS2 to get files off of. If I remember right, that was what I read. When it comes to ROMs, you have to have the files off of the actual thing itself. Okay, well, we're kind of fucked on that then. Damn. But this has been refreshingly fun. Most people that this is the kind of games you play. This is what your YouTube's about, bro, dude. When you're somebody, this will probably be the only video I ever bring this up in because I've brought it up in Castle Outpost, and there's one friend now that I've made recently in particular who I would trust with this other than Brother Man, but it's something happened in my childhood that I believe, well, two things that I believe played a role in why I don't remember much. God damn. So I just it's just a big blur. A lot of things are a big blur, but one of the many things that I remembered as an escape, which it wasn't so much of an escape because mom did what she could, but my childhood is PlayStation 1. Well, actually, before that, it was Sega Genesis. And the Sega wasn't even mine, it was some dude named Stanley's. Dude! Chad over here fucking living 420 friendly chairs. So, so yeah, this was, excuse me, this was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I hit that too hard. Maybe 1 hour left for one more video, but like I was saying, I'd skate now. I'm 31. I'm getting old. I think if I found any reason to skate again, it would be with my girls. And I've been heavily thinking about doing it. Excuse me. But like I said, man, if somebody could help me figure out the PlayStation 2 games aspect of it, or what the fuck to do, and how to do it, I'd be more than willing to listen. Anyway, cheers.